go back to the conversation. Nigeria became independent in 1960.
Correct.
But the arguments that are coming together was like a forced marriage of different identities. What are your thoughts here?
I don't agree with that. We have moved beyond that. When people talk, Nigeria's marriage is a Catholic marriage. There's no divorce in our marriage. Since 1914, yes, we were different nations when we were married by Lord Lugard. But we have moved from there because, despite the fact of our challenges, there is strength in numbers. There is strength in numbers, and there is very few countries in the world where you have homogeneity that they are the same people. Even advanced countries, even UK, even America, understand, is a collection of different people.
Okay.
So we should not look back. Looking back will not solve the problem. Nigeria is already an entity since 1960. So we should move forward and look at how the country could be better. That we were forced together by Lord Lugard. Yeah, it was administrative convenience at that time. It was administrative convenience that made them to merge everybody in different regions. But fine, it has been done, and we have moved from there now for 64 years. So I don't think we should look back that we were forced to come together and all that. That's why I tell people we are in this marriage already.
We are in it together.
Yes,
whatever problem we can solve.
Let us move forward. Yes, let us, because there is, like I said, there is strength in the numbers that we have.
Sure.
It's just that we are not using it well. India has become one of the major economies of the world. Very soon they will even overtake others. And what they are doing is, even their population is now more than China. There is strength in population if we use it well. If you harness it properly. So we should do that. But my own argument, my own belief is that for us to solve this economy, for us to reboot this economy, we must go back to agriculture. That's
making agriculture attractive
yes.
is the problem. But anyway, BK, we have over 250 ethnic groups. How will you assess the way President Bola Tinubu has been able to handle these issues? Has it done it right? Is it doing it right?
Nigerian leaders, as I said, I don't want to base this discussion on what is happening now. Looking at our country since independence and the challenges that we face did not begin in one day. The successes that we have recorded were not recorded in one day. So this is not a Bola Tinubu conversation. It's about Nigeria. How have we fared? So as much as possible, let's look at what we've been able to achieve over the years. Because statistics sometimes can be misleading. Because if we want to simply look at, we cannot judge the success of Nigeria or the failure of Nigeria by the events of 1.5 years. No, it's not so. Let's leave Bola Tinubu alone. Maybe after 4 years,
we can
assess him. So, but we are celebrating our independence. We have to look at what our leaders have done. So, Nigerian leaders have done their best to unite us as a people. Since after the Civil War, certain states unite our people. The word, the phrase "unity in diversity" was actually coined by former Indian Prime Minister Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru. Because you look at India, which today is the most populated country in the world, it has different people. There are more Muslims in India than there is in any country of the world. Yet, Islam is not the dominant religion in their country. But there are many Muslims, Indians who have accepted Islam as their own true religion in that country. There are Buddhists, there are all kinds of people. Yet they've been able to forge a country that works. That's how Nehru then came up with that phrase, unity in diversity. Nigeria is similar to India in many ways in terms of the multiplicity of ethnicities that we have. There are states in Nigeria where you have more than 100 ethnic groups. more than 100 ethnic groups, people speaking different languages. Adamawa is one state with multiple ethnicities. You go to Kaduna, multiple ethnicities, people speaking. You can, in a particular community, in a particular town, for example, you find people who do not even understand each other's language. In one town, people parceled out into different clans, but they speak different languages. That's how it is in Kaduna. You go to southern Kaduna, people, different ethnic groups, and what was it called? Adamawa as well, and even Borno to an extent. So they created unity schools. The idea of unity schools after the Civil War was for Nigerians to be able to know their country, mingle with people from different parts of the country. So we had those federal government colleges. People like Shagari, the late president, his own children were going to school in federal government college, Ilorin. That was where, as president of the country, his children were in federal government college, Ilorin. Because I still remember that accident that killed his wife and children. Then we also had the NYC. The NYC was designed for the same purpose of forging national cohesion. It brought people together, from different parts of the country to serve their country in places that they had not been to before. It was believed that, let the person who is a southerner go and serve in northern Nigeria. Maybe one distant community, And then they also had exchange programs for students to even go to schools that are not federal government colleges, not unity schools, but for them to go and study in those schools. In Okene, where I attended secondary school, for example, there were such exchange students who came from Plateau and other states. All of this, they designed so that Nigerians would see each other as their brothers, their sisters, and see us as people belonging to one country. Then we also had the federal character principle. The whole idea of the federal character principle is to ensure that everybody in Nigeria have the same rights to employment, the same rights to joining the armed forces. So the federal character principle was one of the policies designed to forge national cohesion, national oneness, national synthesis, so that we'll see ourselves increasingly as one people. And then the National Orientation Agency was created for the purpose of reaching out to Nigerians and making Nigerians realize that it's such a good thing for us to see ourselves as one indivisible country. It's just like South Africa. They call them the Rainbow Nation. And Desmond Tutu said, it is actually the rainbow people of God that is united by the love of God, united even on the basis of religion. So I would say that over the years we've tried. We are not perfect, but I wonder how Nigeria would be if we didn't have NYC, for example. Many people would not even know other parts of the country.
Exactly. Exactly. We need to go on this quick break right now. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere. Still Journalist Hangout.
lásìkò yìí o tó bá fẹ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ ń bọ̀ wá o. ìrànlọ́wọ́ Lagos nítorí Sanwó-Olú ń ṣiṣẹ́ mo ní lásàrè tí ń wo Èkó.
inú mi dùn gan-an sí tí gómìnà wa Sanwó-Olú ṣe fún wa lénìí. adébí wọn ká wá fún ìwòsàn ọ̀fẹ́ adẹ̀dẹ́bí ara àwọn doctors oríṣiríṣi wọn ṣàyẹ̀wò fún wa. wọ́n fún wa lóògùn tó dáa then wọ́n wá fún wa wá gbé packages fún wa wọ́n lé àwa tabatilé láti 70.
My big thanks goes to Lagos State government for since I was born I've never come across this type of a thing before.
My